everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mick Hawkinson, Michaela, Makeup by Mick, whatever you want to call me. And I'm here today to review some new products, try them and apply them directly on the face, see if we like them. Welcome back if you are a subscriber that's been here before. If you are not, hello, welcome. I'm revamping this channel. I have not been on here in 6 months, let's be honest. And yeah, I'm just really excited to have you back and to see what I can do with makeup, beauty, lifestyle, all the fun things. Okay, so what I'm reviewing today is the Jaclyn Cosmetics. I have a bunch of the products here. She came out with like a complexion and a highlighter collection. I do believe it is limited edition. I don't know off the top of my head all the prices, but I will make sure to have them as we go along. And yeah, I think I'm gonna apply them directly to the face. While I do so, just kind of chat about the beauty community and what's been going on. Okay, cool. You guys like my new background? I did like a rosy goldy, rose gold. I don't know. I needed something else. I was filming with the white wall because we just moved into a new place, my husband and I, and I wasn't feeling the white wall. I think it really flushed me out. It brought no dimension to the videos. I probably filmed 4 or 5 videos with it, and I haven't posted any of them because I'm like, God, I gotta go buy a backdrop. So yeah, so that's what I did. She came out with 3 different types of highlighters. This is after all of the drama and the setback of her first launch, which was her lipsticks. I personally, as a consumer, have never received a bad lipstick, or did not receive a bad lipstick. I purchased her Vault collection. I did not have an issue with the batches on her Vault collection. I purchased her original 2 palettes from Morphe. Those were both fine. I have now purchased one of each type of the new highlighters that she has put out. No issues. Personally, I understand that people are getting upset. I understand that she's trying to come back full force and revamp herself and really give her all. And I think we have to give that portion to her. I think if you don't want to, oh my God, do you hear my stomach? If you don't want to acknowledge that she's trying to put her best foot forward and reach out to the consumer, and you think she's full of shit and you don't like her and whatnot, then that's fine. But you know what? At the same time, don't bash her, and you don't have to buy the makeup. It's makeup, and I think sometimes we get so wrapped up in that, the drama of it all, and at the end of the day, like, it's just makeup. I don't know. Is that just me? That might just be me. But I personally have never had a problem. I think she is one of the reasons that I chose to start YouTube years ago, and so the support hasn't wavered enough for me yet. I thought the lipstick crisis was insane. Of course, I watched all the videos, I studied and did my research. I think it wasn't handled properly, but of all the times I've personally had to stop YouTube for my life and my anxiety and things going on, and have come back and people still continue to watch my videos and support me, you know, who am I to not continue to support someone else that maybe had a few setbacks? Everyone's got setbacks. And while you're all angry that she has kind of, you know, keeps revamping things and you're like, oh my God, I get it again. She's laughing all the way to the bank knowing that she is putting out the best next step forward, because she's like, okay, I messed up, so what can I do to try again? As opposed to being like, well, that was it, you know? I don't know. I mean, look how worked up I'm getting, and it's powder, right? I don't know. I think we need to take it back a notch. Love and light. If you want to try the product, I support that. If you don't want to try the product, I support that. And that's okay. That's okay. But at the end of the day, then don't wipe the powder on your face and purchase a powder that you like. I don't think she's really broken many ethical codes. I mean, there are brands and influencer companies out there and things of that nature that have really done some negative things that are not cruelty free, and they're still testing on animals, like all these things that are really bad. There are people out there that say that you can smell a black person when they walk into the room. Why would I purchase your makeup? I don't think that's Jaclyn's intentions. I don't think she's a monster. So if I want to personally try the products and you want to see me put them on my face, here we are, right? Okay, now that's out of the way. I have done my eyes, my brows, my foundation, my concealer. I've set things in the T-zone with my banana powder from Fenty Beauty, and then just a smidge of bronzer. I might add more as we go, but I wanted to completely set the face with one of the powders she's got. It's like the diffusion powder. And then I have a highlighting palette, the one that is chocolate girl friendly, I call it. And then I have one of the loose powders. So I think I'm going to just walk you through all of them, try as many as I can on my face. And then, you know what, if you want to start a dialogue about this, I don't mind criticism, I don't mind anger and whatnot, but don't attack me just because I'm expressing my opinion. Don't watch if you don't like it. But I'm happy to start a dialogue and have a discussion about all this. I think truth and honesty is important. I think that is also something learned. I think you go through different things in life and you realize what you want to expect from people, what kind of truth you want to put out. That's all. Speak your truth. My truth is that I haven't personally had an issue, so I'm gonna keep it pushing. At the end of the day, I'm wiping some powder on my face. If it's that big of an issue, when we have such politics and da-da-da-da going on, like, you know, like, let's take it back a notch. Okay, so everything is in boxes. I think I'm going to start with the Mood Light Duo. I got the Luminous Powder and Brush set. Here it is. I, again, don't know the price off the top of my head, so I'll put it right here. And this in particular set, I believe it came with 5 colors, and you got a brush. So we will be applying it with the brush for best results. And then you got the Mood Light powder. Now this is supposed to be a diffusion powder. I believe these powders were inspired by the Lancome powder that she loved to put on her face. This one is the Luminous Powder in Brilliant. I believe it was the middle tone shade. And you get 0.35 ounces of product. Here is the container. Very pretty packaging. I love the silver. I love the kind of frosted. It's very reminiscent of like Becca. Maybe that's just an ode or an homage to the fact that she worked with Becca and they really got her off the ground product-wise. I don't know. But it's pretty. It's very Jaclyn. The silver, the white, the in-your-face, but kind of really romantic looking. And then here is the brush that we have here. Cute, right? And this is the number J01. I believe she came out with 3 brushes. I only purchased... When you hit the camera. It makes things so hard. She came out with 3 brushes. I only purchased the duo. I didn't want to, like, break the bank. Obviously, I'm not on the PR yet. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So, yes. This is the J01. Very soft. This is the size. And I guess it's supposed to help luminize, dust, give a beautiful finish to the face. The other one was like the nice little fan brush she had, and then I think it was like a thinner brush. I can't remember. Don't kill me. Yeah, so this is brilliant. I'm going to open it for you guys. And that's what it looks like in the packaging. I literally haven't even touched this stuff yet. And that's what it looks like in the packaging. It has a nice sifter. We're just going to tappy. This is the brush, so we're just going to kind of swirl it in there to pick up product, tap it out again, swirl it in there to pick up product. I'm tapping it out. And then what we're going to do is kind of just start in the center and dust it. Oh yeah, I can see it already luminizing on the forehead. You see that? And then she looks like she kind of just buffs it into like the cheek area. Yeah, you can see it kind of giving like a nice diffused finish. Pick up a little more, tap it out. Oh yeah, I see it. Very pretty. Kind of just gives like an all over luster to the face. Do we see this? Are we seeing it? Is it showing up on camera? I think what it really does is just create kind of a blurring effect and just a soft luster. I know you can really see it on my forehead. That's the place where I'm definitely seeing the most results. And then right here, I have large pores, so I can see it kind of starting to diffuse the pore area. Very pretty. I think a little bit goes a long way. I tapped just a little bit into there, and then I picked up like my first batch, tapped it off, swiped it into the face kind of thing. And then picked up like a second amount, did it again. Very pretty. Okay, I like that. If I had to rate this brush, I would probably give it like a 7 out of 10 for applying that powder. Why? I personally, if I'm gonna do an all over buff of powder on the face, I'd use something like this. This is the Moda complexion brush, and I would kind of use that to dust it all over. Again though, I think just personal preference. I would not exit this brush out, and I actually think this brush could be really good for applying highlight. So that's my opinion on the brush. I think the actual brush handle is really pretty. It's kind of this like muted silver that glistens down into like a clear end here. The brush is very soft. The bristles are really nice. I can definitely see where it just gave a luminosity and a glow and a luster to my skin. I really like that. So far so good. I'm really interested to see what it looks like with like a tinted moisturizer, some concealer, you know, peachy blush, and then just dust that all over the face and see how that sets, just as opposed to like I'm doing a full coverage foundation right now. I have the Too Faced Born This Way foundation and concealer on, set with Fenty powder, Becca bronzer. So now, real quick before we move into the highlights, I'm just going to add a little more bronzer. Why not? So this is the Becca bronzer in Ipanema Sun. I've been using this bronzer for ages. I'm going to add that just basically where I contour, just a smidge more dimension. Yeah. Righto. Okay. And then I'm going to add a touch of blush as well. I can find it. This is the Makeup Geek Desire blush. I love these little compacts. And it's like a nice pinky blush. I'm just going to tap a little bit of that. Put that basically just on the apples of the cheeks. Flush it back. Oh yeah, and you can definitely see how it sits on the face. It gives like a really pretty luster. Okay. I like that. Do I look like a ballerina today? That's what I was going for. It's kind of like a ballet look. Was I? I don't know. Who knows? Again, so it doesn't look so heavy. It actually looks a lot heavier on camera than it does in person, the blush. But just kind of dust that out. So let's try the next type of highlighter that I want to try on my face. I think we're going to go in with the highlighter palette. They came out with two. This is the Flare, which was the deeper of the two. And this is the box that it came in. Very nice box, very nice packaging, very luxe. And then this is, you're looking at an original. So this came on top of the packaging. My eye itches so bad. This came on top of the packaging. Our accent light highlighters are made using a proprietary filling process that creates unique one-of-a-kind patterns in every pan. This is no ordinary palette. It's a work of art. And they were baked and created in Milan, as far as I know. Yes, that's true. Because I saw her in Milan on her Snapchat and da-da-da. So this is the palette. It's got a pretty good weight to it. And then if you open it, oh, very pretty. Okay, so if you open it up, it's got her name down the side, right? And then it's got the 4 colors. We have Glow Up, Made You Look, Exposure, Turned On. Very pretty. So those are the 4 colors that come in this palette. There's another palette that's for lighter shades. I figured for my skin tone it was best to get the Flare palette. I am going to roll up my sleeve and swatch all 4 of these for you. I roll up both sleeves, apparently. So I'm just going to take my finger and do a swirly, swirly, swirly. That is, oh, how pretty. That is the first one. This is Glow Up. And let's do right here. Oh, nice. So that's your lightest champagne-y color. And then we have Made You Look, which is just this beautiful, like, rich copper. Very pretty. How nice. Very lustrous. And then we have Exposure, which I actually really want to try to flush into like one of my favorite MAC blushes, like Raisin, one of those ones. So this is Exposure. Oh yeah, that's also a really pretty smoky eyeshadow, right? Oh, that's pretty. And then we have Turned On, which is definitely more of like your reddish, rusty kind of color. Let's see if you can see this one. Oh! Wow. Okay. So that's all 4 of them. Dun, dun, dun. You can see them, lightest to darkest. I think for today, I'm going to try Glow Up and Made You Look Mixed, right? Maybe? And then as I do some more videos, I can always try more. But these, the texture, I mean, I literally went ziggy, 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 zoop, and look at what we got. So very, very nice. The brush I'm going to use is my Royal & Langnickel Omnia BOM 265 brush. I've been loving this brush for highlight. Absolutely loving. It is so soft. Oh my god, excuse me. It is so soft and gorgeous. This is the comparison of the two. This one's a little bit bigger and wider, so now I see why this is more of a powder application brush. But let's dip in here, okay? We're going in with Glow Up. And then we're gonna go in with a little Made Ya Look. Tap. And I'm not the fallout police. I know some people are like, there's a little bit of fallout. It's baked powder. That's like sifting powdered sugar onto waffles and being like, there's fallout. Like it's powder. I don't know. It's not something that stresses me out like the rest of the world. Do I think if it's not adhering to the skin at all and falling? Yeah, it's probably not the best powder. Do I think that we're gonna be just fine? Yeah, I do. Okay, so let's apply this. Oh, pretty. Very nice. Very, very beautiful. I mean, yeah, we're adding some stuff to the face here, honey. These are really, really pretty. All right, and then I'm gonna take a little Just Made You Look, the second shade in, and put that just right above here. All I can say is proof's in the pudding for those ones. That is, oh yeah. I mean, my skin's literally glowing. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so the very last one, I guess if we want to go crazy, we can just apply it on the face or sticker. This is the third type. So this is the loose highlighters. The last one was the Mood Light was the first one. I can't believe I don't remember this. Mood Light was the first one. Accent Light was the second one. And now the loose highlighter is the third. I don't know if it has like a specific name other than that. Ultra Beaming. I guess these ones are the most intense of the three. Again, I only purchased one. I didn't need to use all five. But I thought the one that was best for my skin tone is the one that I went with. This is what the packaging looks like again. It's just a little baby reminiscent version of this one. And I got Amped, which is like the really pretty peachy pink color. Let's take the packaging off and see what we got here. I think I can apply a little on top. I don't want it to look crazy, so I may just swatch it on my hand. Again, these came in so many colors. I'm just gonna tap a little bit into the top of the pan, and then I'm gonna pick it up with my finger, and let's swatch it on the back of the hand. Oh my. Oh, that's really pretty too. Of course it is. Yeah. I mean, can a highlighter really be ugly? Right? That is such a pretty peachy pink champagne copper glow. Okay, we'll apply a little on the face. I mean, at this point, who cares? Let's test it out on the face. I'm actually gonna go in with that same brush, swirl it around in the cap, tap off the exit. Oh dear Lord of mercy. Oh. I warned myself though, didn't I? I mean, this is on me. Okay. For the purpose of this video, I put it on my face. Would I have both of these highlighters on the same time? Maybe. But, wow. Again though, just on my hand without, you know, applying it on top of other highlighter, that is stunning. My God, what a pretty color. What a pretty color for winter and spring that's like more of a pinky peach than the average champagne that I use all the time. Okay, I'm glad we tried these all. I am going to set my face. This is the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I had already set my face before we did all this, but now I'm setting it again, because why not? Okay, so I'm going to apply a lip, and then I will be back to do my overall review, kind of like wrap everything up, okay? Okay, I'm back. I feel good. I think my favorite thing of, not my favorite, but the one I could see myself using the most is probably a mix between these two. I could see myself dusting this powder on my face all the time. Like, it's really nice. And it's a good amount of product. It's really nice. Yeah, I could see that definitely flushing it on my face when I want to do more of like a natural look. Obviously, this is not a natural look, but, you know, the palette is gorgeous. I could see the palette being more versatile than just highlighters. I could definitely see you using some of these, like, these two shades, even actually any of them, as well as for eyeshadows. You can highlight like the collarbone, the shoulders in the summer. I can definitely see you getting a lot of use out of that. This is really intense. I could also see it for an eyeshadow if you wanted to do like a halo eye or really beaming color on the lid. And just by itself, I definitely think I could handle it on the face. Obviously, it looks just a smidge more intense right now because I put it on with such things, right? Cool. I think as far as the collection goes, it's really pretty. I, again, have applied it for you and I have no complaints. Like, I really like the products. I'm obviously going to play with them more. We'll see how they wear on the face. But as far as redemption goes, like, you know, she kind of did the damn thing. There's really nothing wrong with these products. Do I think it's a good idea for her to come out with something like powders and something that she knows? Yes, because she did all of those highlight collections with Becca, you know? I think sometimes we need to just like scale it back with the dramatics and just cut it out, frankly. It's just makeup. It's okay. It's not healthcare. It's not medicine. It's not all these other things that like are do or die. I get it. I am extremely passionate about makeup. Like, I get giddy just looking at an eyeshadow palette. Like, I get it. But to bring all these dramatics in, like, there are reasons that I kind of stopped filming for a minute because I was like, well, if I like the product, I should be able to put that color on my eye, no sweat. And I felt like I was going to be judged for just the art of putting the product on. We weren't looking at the art and the love of putting the product on anymore. We're looking at like, oh, well, this person made the product and she's annoying or corrupt, or we don't like that she did this in the batch number and did it. Like, calm your tits, honestly, like, calm down. Because I think there are other people out there that are actually a bit corrupt that are putting out products that are working with cosmetic lines and are testing on animals. Again, like all these other things that you should really be looking out for instead. That's all. If you don't like the products, totally fine. Will I use them in every video? Probably not, but I did purchase them because I wanted to try them and I wanted to give my honest review. Do I think you need the brush? Just real quick, no, I don't. I think you can have a billion other brushes in your collection. I do think that the powders that are baked, these highlighters, I mean, I've been talking around and moving and they haven't moved on my arm. I really do think they're very pretty. We'll see how the longevity is. I think powders are something that are a lot easier to create and put your, you know, your knowledge into if you know about powders. So that's probably why they came out so lovely. But I also think she knew that she messed up and she let her 6.5 million fans down and she needed a way to better understand how to get back on the horse. And I think that attests a lot that she got back on the horse instead of cowering in fear for ages and being like, well, forget it, I'm never gonna be anything, right? That's something to attest to. Anywho, yeah, it's the holidays. Be happy. Don't be a Scrooge. Right? With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, I'm happy to start a dialogue or talk about anything down in the comments, but just be kind. It's makeup. Let's have fun. And I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. So, thanks again for all the support, and I will talk to you guys soon, okay? Bye! Enough about that. Okay, so, a little bit of a and while we do so, just kind of chat. Hello? Sorry, I just got a phone call, and they were like, hello? I said, yeah, what's going on? He's like, is this Jack's number? I'm like, no, boo, it's not Jack's number. He goes, oh, sorry, wrong number, I guess. Yes, wrong number, hang up, bye. Not to be rude, but my God. Okay, where were we? Oh my God.